welcome to the channel. I'm Dave Sears. Earlier this year, I had a rare opportunity to do 2 trips in a 1979 Kenworth 850 off-highway logging truck with driver Tom Masters. This episode grabs highlights from those 2 days with some new stuff mixed in. June 3rd, 6:20 a.m. 3 Kenworth 850s are fired up and drivers are doing their final checks before heading out. I met Tom in Campbell River, BC, Canada about 5 a.m. and followed the work truck out to Eve River Log Sort. All 3 Kenworths have been rebuilt and repowered with Detroit Diesel Series 60s engines and have turbos and jake brakes. The 14-liter Series 60 is an inline 6 4-stroke diesel engine producing 575 horsepower, so about 100 more horsepower than a non-turbo 12 V71. The transmissions are Allison 6061s, optioned with a retarder and manual lockup switch. Heavy-duty rear axles are Clark 121,000 pound version with planetary gear sets in the wheel hubs. Thanks to Kevin Lance of Alpine Backhoe Services Limited for setting this up.
Down Eve 850 pin.
Tom stops to fill up the water tank.
See how the trees are all felled there?
You on there, Greg?
Oh yes, I can see it now. Yeah, little triangles there. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go up to there. Wow.
Tom moves roadside to let a loaded truck pass. Dave is first down. Off-highway logging trucks cool their brakes with water being sprayed on top of the brake drums on the way down the mountain. The water flashes to steam when brake drums get really hot. Tom backs into a turnout to let a loaded truck past. Notice the road has been compacted by a single drum roller machine to give trucks more traction. The turnout's ground was too soft for the weight of the truck. The tires spun out, so Tom radioed Greg to pull him out with a Cat Force machine.
There's a valve here that pressurizes our tank. The tank is pressurized by air with a regulator to 10 pounds. This valve sends water down through my system, through the trailer and the truck. This regulates the water to the truck. This regulates the water to the trailer as I turn them up or down. I turn that on, and if you go back there, you'll be able to see the water come out of the trailer. Okay, so there we go. Water comes out of this little guy right here to this hose, goes to a junction back there, and distributes to each wheel. So your water lines, each wheel's got a hose to it, and it's got a 1/4-inch piece of pipe. Then we make them tapered, put a little flare on the end of it so it sprays water on our drums. It actually sprays on the top of the drum. It doesn't go inside. If it was to go inside, you would lose brake. It would lubricate your brake. So all it does is go on the outside of the drum and cools it.
The big Wagner log stacker that usually unloads is being repaired, so a Deere 744 does the work. Eve River Log Sort is on Vancouver Island, BC, Canada, about an hour-and-a-half drive up island from Campbell River. June 10th, 10:20 a.m. While driving out to Eve River Log Sort to meet Tom, I missed a turn, so ended up meeting Tom on his second trip of the day instead of first thing in the morning. Wayne is first down to unload. These trucks can haul over 100 tons, but road conditions are extremely steep higher up with really tight switchbacks, so loads for this location are about 85 tons. Here comes Tom. I'll wait until after he unloads and then get in the cab on his way back up for his second load. Each round trip is about 4 hours. Dave is driving a Pacific P16 today, so something to watch for.
Down the market. Just kind of do that before we head down the hill. So you just hit the lockup mode on your transmission with this switch here.
Yeah.
We're putting it lockup because when you want to go downhill, you want to keep it lockup all the time because if it goes on lockup, it takes off on you. It's harder than your Jeep. It's most effective when your lockup is on. Here comes that switchback. Yeah, here we are. Hours of boredom, moments of sheer terror. Right there, so it helps us out. Nice. Shut the jake off right when I knew it was going to lock up. That kept everything rolling. And the jake is always manual? Yeah. That's on or off. That's off. That's on. And then you got different stages. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. Awesome, thanks.
Thanks to Tom Masters for this great opportunity to film this.
I think so, I'll just park at 16. Sounds good.
Okay.